To whom it may concern. As we go into this new year, as you all know, many people have New Year's resolutions, and many people are preparing to have a year of abundance and success and to do the things that God has called them to do. Now, there's many of us that God has called to these social media platforms, whether it be social media content creation, becoming influencers for the kingdom, or podcasts and things like that. And we tend to let fear get in the way. Why? Because we feel like those areas are oversaturated. We feel like I don't have a particular niche. We are already watching numbers. We feel like we're not falling into the algorithm and things like that. Now, we cannot allow fear to get in the way of the things that God has called us to do. For we know that God does not give us the spirit of fear. So, a lot of times we just let the fear of what if it don't work out? What if I don't get followers? What if one person, what if like a lot of people don't see me? Like, what if people don't pay me attention? But the thing is, as long as we continue to not do these things, we're blocking blessings for someone else. There's people out there waiting to hear our voices. There are people out there waiting to be set free from bondage. There's people out there waiting to hear our testimonies. And as long as we do not go forth in what God is calling us to do, we are blocking those people from moving forward as well. So here's the thing. If God has called you to it, He's giving you the gifts and the grace to carry out the assignment. And again, I'm speaking about those of us who are on these social media platforms, because I'm going to tell you, this platform here that the Lord has given me, that I'm now giving Him my yes to move forth in, there are so many different things that you will see here. I'll be giving a word. Sometimes I'll pray. I'll share testimonies. I have many talents. I may share a cooking video. I may talk to you about foods that heal, juicing, herbs that heal. I make jewelry. I do crochet. I do hair, all kinds of stuff. So whatever the Lord leads me to share on that day, I'm going to share. Again, we get so caught up in what people think, and we get so caught up in these niches and the algorithms. But I'm here to tell y'all today that you are the niche. You and all of your gifts and all of your talents, you are the niche. And don't worry about the algorithm. God is your algorithm. Again, if He called you to it, He will get you through it. So I encourage you to not be discouraged by what you think is right or what you think is wrong. Again, just allow the Lord to lead you. Pull out your cameras, pull out your mics, pull out with your backdrops, whatever you need to get this thing going forward. Because again, there's people out there waiting to hear from you. There's people out there who need to hear from you. There's people out there ready to be set free. And I know, again, this social media area is saturated right now. It's overly saturated, but it's overly saturated with negative things and things that is not of God. So we got to get in. Again, God is the algorithm. We got to allow God to push us into these algorithms and begin to take over the airwaves with positivity and the things of God. We have to begin to allow God to push us into the algorithms and take over the algorithms for the advancement of the kingdom. We got to move out the way and just allow God to do His thing. We just have to be the vessels and do the job that He called us to do. No, everybody's not going to like it. Everybody's not going to like the way you look. Everybody's not going to like the way you talk. Everybody's not going to like what you were saying. But those that is for, they're going to get it. Those who you are called to, they're going to get it. And if you meet, and stop being so focused on numbers, right? Because if you reach just one person, if you get on a live or you get on a video and you talk about souls being saved and you talk about salvation and one soul gets saved, that's one more soul that's added to the kingdom. That's one person that has been set free from the bondage of the enemy. That's one person added to advance the kingdom of God. So again, we got to stop operating in fear. We got to stop operating in what the world is telling us is right and what's wrong, and stop getting caught up in doing one thing. Like when we get caught up in doing one thing, we putting God in the box, and he's given us many gifts and many talents. Again, you are the niche, and God is our algorithm.